Good evening, everybody. I don't even know what the date is. What is it? Help me out. Sunday the
8th.
The 8th.
Yeah.
And I've been asked to introduce because Danny's been away in London at 2 corporate events, and she's asked me to introduce tonight's Zoom call. So,
I'm empowering you.
so whatever it is, she's empowering me. So tonight, Stacey is going to talk to us about what she's heard over the past couple of days and what she's learned, and maybe we can learn from it as well. So, Stacey, over to you.
So I went to my first Arbonne roadshow and was really quite impressed, I must admit. So we got there was loads of information, loads of people. We got to handle the Genius Ultra. That was quite exciting. Firstly, they done the makeup demonstration, which was a live demonstration, absolutely amazing. Even though I've been on a makeup course, I learned so much more on this live demonstration as well. So I was really pleased with that. I actually practiced my makeup today and loved it. And everyone's like, wow, you look really good. And I'm like, thank you. That's the Arbonne training. I think it's absolutely imperative to go anywhere with the business is you have to go onto these trainings. You have to go to the corporate events. You have to go to the Zoo Alexander trainings, because without those, you're not going to learn as much as you learn in one training day. So fair enough, we done the corporate roadshow, which Arbonne put on. We had an amazing lunch, met some amazing people, and also you're reaching out to sidelines. So anyone that's in your local area, you can meet up, and then you can all support each other's businesses. You can all join and decide to do DAs, and that's ultimately what I'm going to do now. It's because I'm going to have support from other consultants, which is amazing. And also, like I said, the makeup training, fantastic. And then they went on to the RE9 men's range. We learned so much there. The information is so in-depth that you couldn't really just, you don't learn it and pick it up as well as if you listen on a SoundCloud. Yeah, SoundClouds are great. I love them. I listen to them a lot. But when you're at the actual event and you're there and the atmosphere and the people and you seem to soak it up so much more. And the motivation that it gives you then to go, do you know what? This is even better. For every event I go to, I think to myself, this Arbonne's even better than I could have ever dreamed of again. And I've been to quite a few events now, a couple of leaderships, and I'm just like, every time I go, I'm like, oh my God, come on, this is amazing.
Tell him, Stacey, tell him about Dee's shoulder.
So today was a little bit crazy because I was just super excited, and people go on statistics. I don't know what it was. It was just the training and the people and the fistics, maybe everything. So basically, every time Sue said something, and the other, there was another lady, she was really good, training on nutrition. She is a nutritionist. And I just kept tapping Dee's shoulder, which is, she's direct to me. And I was like, Dee, have you taken a picture? Did you hear what she just said? Oh my God, wow. And so, yeah. I didn't quite realise.
She said she had a bruise by the end of it because Stacey all the time was like, Dee, did you hear that? Dee was like, yeah, I'm in the same, listening to the same information.
I don't know what it is. I just get excited, and then I didn't realise until a few people pointed out, and I was going, wow, yeah. I didn't realise that I did that. And yeah, I do. Sorry about that. I get very, very overexcited. To be honest, Arbonne, there's a lot to be excited about. The new products are incredible, and today's training we thought was going to be a repeat of yesterday. So glad that we went today because the information was incredible. So we learned about the RE9, men's and ladies. We learned about the calm. We learned about the nutrition. The nutrition was absolutely amazing. We learned about so much, all of the skincare ranges and how we can give out gold bags and interact each product differently with other products and link all the products in. It was amazing. I know I was meant to be trained on evolution today, so what I'll do is I'll give you a quick overview. So the full control, it says basically no matter what you do, you have it before your breakfast, lunch and dinner. I was doing this, and then the last few days I've not done it because of I've just been forgetting, and then we were at the events And I noticed actually I was hungrier without it. I didn't realise that, but yeah, I was definitely hungrier. So they say do food control no matter what, whether you're doing the 30-day plan or you're not. Have it half an hour before a meal. And you can add your green balance to it as well. It's appetite control, helps with sugar cravings as well, which I didn't know. And it helps stabilise your blood sugar. Because it stabilizes the magnesium in the body, because that's what it gives. So we've got, is it long jackroot, magnesium, watermelon, kiwi, and chromium, which helps with all the blood sugar levels and the cravings. And basically, when we have it, it then goes into like a gel form into the tummy, and it keeps us fuller for longer, because obviously we don't eat as much. So yeah, and I noticed that actually when I wasn't taking it the last few days, I've actually felt hungrier. So yeah, definitely one to be adding into all my things. And they said even if we haven't had it half an hour before, don't worry, still have it anyway. So even if it's before a meal, just have it anyway. And you mix it, it's kiwi and watermelon flavour, and you mix it with 250 ml of water. It's really quite tasty actually. It's quite nice and refreshing, quite tropical. So definitely one to add to your 30 days, or even if you're not doing 30 days, to have it in general. Which is really good, because it really helps with the sugar cravings and stuff like that. But no, the whole weekend, definitely, if you're contemplating it, don't contemplate, just go. I've been on to one makeup workshop, and I'm actually going on to another one, because I don't think you can ever learn too much. Sue shares so much about the products, it's unbelievable. And you just learn so much. So thank you, Arbon, and thank you, Danny.
Oh, you're welcome. I was just typing something, but I can just say it now. I just wanted to say, because Natalie's on the call. Natalie, did you want to add anything to that?
Well, obviously, I wasn't at the one today, which I'm gutted about, because with you guys saying, oh, it's probably just going to be a total repeat of what we had today. It's what we were saying, and now I'm realising it's not. I'm kind of like, oh. I really wish I had been there, but no, yesterday was phenomenal. And again, like you say, learning about the products. The makeup for me, I think because I'm a makeup artist, and obviously every makeup artist has got their own way of applying makeup and applying it for the right reasons. She's got her way, and it was not hard for me to adapt to it, but I kind of was sat there thinking, oh, I probably wouldn't have done it like that. So, but the products and what she was saying about the products, she gave a lot of feedback about the things she was using, how to do it. And again, and I can't stress this enough, when we are using products, make sure we are very, very conscious about cross-contamination, cleaning the brushes after every use. That is key, because you don't want to be using something that someone's got acne and using that brush and then transferring it onto somebody else's skin. Again, with the lip brushes and the eye brushes, make sure we're not cross-contaminating. Make sure you're using those ones or cleaning them extremely, extremely well. But no, it was fantastic. Really, really, really did love it. I kind of came home and I was just like, oh, so exciting. And my husband was like, what happened then? And I was just like, but he doesn't understand because he wasn't there. But it was great. So again, like Stacey said, get yourself to all the training. I will be looking out and scanning for lots more training now, just because I feel like it gives me that boost. And my team, I've spoken to a couple of team members today, and they're a bit not low in the dumps, but just like, they need one of those events. Really, really
Definitely.
do.
It really boosts you up to go to an event like that, and then you're like raring to go for the rest of the week, the rest of the month. You're like, yeah, do you know what? This is amazing. You learn so much more about the products, and you just want to help everybody build a business or help them in weight loss. You know that we've got something to share. It's not about making money. It's not, obviously that's part of it, but what I've discovered mostly, I think, is that I have an opportunity. I can add value to people's lives, so I can change people's lives with a business, with weight loss, because it's completely changed mine.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Just thinking if there's anything else from yesterday that I've found incredible, apart from just all the product. That device, oh my God, I've got to get my hands on that device. Totally need to get one. I haven't got one. when obviously, because obviously I've started and just I'm getting into it, I'm kind of waiting for my first wage to then put money back into the business. So until that point, yeah, but I need to get one. It looks amazing. Really does look amazing. And if it says what it does, then it will be amazing. I love the little heat device thing as well, because I love heat. My body responds very, very well to heat, even if it's just muscle ache or hot water bottle on the stomach or something like that. I respond extremely well to heat. So yeah, can't wait to get that. But yeah, I don't think I can say any more, really. I think you've said it all, Stacey.
Thanks, and that was great, but I didn't hear a word of that because Ivana was having a meltdown. So I'll have to listen back to that. But thank you for that. Okay, I'm taught from a CD by Jerry Rosenthal. It's called The Skill Sets for Success. As a lot of you know, Danny came back from Arizona and told me how great it was, but she was particularly keen to tell me about an outside speaker, a guy called Jerry Rosenthal, who I'd never heard of, and you know, why would I? But she said that he come in, he was brilliant, like you know, all these trainers are, and he was a specific trainer just for Arbonne. He only works with Arbonne consultants. So when she told me this, I was pretty excited. And even better when she told me that she brought a stash of CDs home with her, because I do like an audio. So more than happy to give him a listen, basically. So the training is for new consultants, and there's 4 questions to ask. And these questions are for somebody who's already signed up to the business, and they're designed to help us design a strategy where we're going to go. We need to know what they're doing, so we need to ask these important questions. So, question 1, what part of the business... I'm just going to mute because someone's echoing. Oh, there we go, yeah. So, sorry, first question, what part of the business excited you the most and made you want to join our team? So over the past 18 months of working my business and seeing multiple people come to the house to work with Danny, there have been a completely different stack of reasons to why people want to join. So some people join for the money, some people join for the social side of the business, some people join because they know they're going to have the opportunity to travel. So if I'm going to start talking to somebody about the money side of it, I need to know that that's what they want. I mean, I can recommend them CDs, I can help them with books, all geared towards the money side of it, you know, the bonuses that come with it. But then if someone's joined for the social side and I start talking to them about money, this isn't going to motivate them. I need to motivate them with why they joined the business, basically. So the second question is, how many hours can you... Sorry, I can't read my writing. How many hours a week can you carve out of your schedule and dedicate to your business so I can help you achieve your goals? So, you know, this is quite an important question because as a sponsor, I need to know how much time we're working with. Are we working with 5 hours a week, 8 hours a week, or 10 hours a week? We need to know as their sponsors what we're working with, basically. And this leads on to question 3. Are you willing to be 100% coachable? So obviously, you mean to you and the guys on the call, by show of hands, how many people have you got? How many of you have got people in your team that aren't 100% coachable?
Stacey.
Is anyone else? So with that, having someone uncoachable on your team obviously leaves you feeling deflated, drained, and frustrated, yeah? Don't nod too hard, Jane, your head will fall off. So when you first sign someone up and we tell them, are you going to listen to what I'm telling you to do? Are you going to read the books recommended? Are you going to be open-minded? Are you going to be able to jump on conference calls, etc.? And then after that, they start going against the tide and they start to question what we're doing. I mean, this can cause confusion throughout the team. and your team aren't going to know which side to turn to if they've got different people saying different things. Everyone needs to be pulling the same way, you know. And I'm not saying, you know, we just go off and bin off those uncoachable people, but we've got to, we've got to be open-minded about that it is going on. It doesn't cause it. It can cause a bad environment, and it's disruptive as well. Okay. So when I ask my new consultant when they first start their business, are you willing to be 100% coachable? And if they then go off into the land of, I don't want to be coachable, I can revert back to this first question of when we first started. I'm like, you know, hey, what's going on? When we first started this business, you told me you were going to be coachable, but you're off doing your own thing. It's clearly not working. So what's going on? You know, this isn't what you told me you were going to be like. You know, we can't have people off doing their own thing when we've got a system. The system works. It's proven. So, you know, follow it. If at the beginning someone says to you they're not willing to be coachable, we then have a serious question to ask ourselves, and that is, do we want this person in our team or not? And as I said before, with the choice, it's our choice whether or not we sponsor them. It's not down to them. It's up to us whether or not we want them in our team. So, we tell this up front, and we give them this opportunity. If it turns out that we don't want them in our team because of how they are, we can turn them into a PC, and we can go from there, because no one needs that kind of poison breeding through their team. No one needs it. It's hard enough building a business anyway. But if you've got that coming from a member or two members, if you'd have known it had been that much hassle at the start, would we have bothered? Would we have bothered with it? And we wouldn't. You wouldn't waste your time, would you?
I'm just laughing at Stacey. She's like nodding. Yeah.
At least she's agreeing. At least I'm making sense. So
she's like going, yeah.
Would you be tapping me on the shoulder?
She'll be ringing D.
So, question 4: how fast do you want to move with your business? And I've broken this down into 3 levels. We've got walkers, runners, and sprinters. So if I'm there chatting to my new IC and I ask them, how fast do you want to move with this? And they turn around and say to me, I haven't really got much time. I'll see how it goes. And at that point, I'm registering they're a walker. There's no sense of urgency, and they're not really too fussed whether or not if this works for them or not. We've got our runners, and these are people who just get involved, they move a bit faster, and they want that first level of promotion. And then lastly, we have our sprinters, and they just come in, they dive in head first, and these are the people that say that I want to be earning money now, I want strong start now, I want to quit my job now, I'm going to skip districts and just jump to area now. Natalie, I know it's definitely you. And these people have a major sense of urgency, and they'll promote and hit qual in 30 days. They're not going to hang around. They're just going to get on with it, whatever it takes. So my question from my new IC, which one of these describes you? And most of the time they'll say they're a runner, but on the odd occasion, someone might say they're a sprinter. But if I see my new IC sprinter only putting in 4, 5, 6 hours a week, I can see that they're a runner. But then it's my job to tell them, if they want to be a sprinter, they need to be hitting 15, 16, 17, 20 hours a week to bring them up to where they want to be. There's no point also using sprinter talk, sprinter verbiage on someone that's walking with their business. Their mindset isn't going to be able to cope with what we're telling them, and you stand a good chance of you'll blow them out the business, and the only thing they're going to do is run a mile and you never hear from them again, probably. So you need to know who it is we're working with and whereabouts they are with their business. If I told a walker you need to be doing 8 presentations a week, they're going to freeze, they're not going to answer the phone, they're not going to answer their text messages, they're just, they're going to be nowhere. But if I was talking to a IC that's a sprinter and I said to them, you need to be doing 8 presentations a month, they go, yeah, done it, no problem, straight on it, just run with it. So depending who we're working with and what they're willing to do has a huge impact on what business strategy we're going to follow. We need to be in the know, so ask up front, and that's it.
That was really good.
So you can do your spiel now.
Does anyone want to add anything to that? Just unmute yourself if you do. That's good training, that.
It's all from a CD.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Okay, yeah. All right, let me stop the recording. That was fabulous training from Ian and Stacey, and I know Natalie joined in as well. I'll just stop the recording.